Hello and welcome to a new video. This time again a case from one of my fellow competitors. And yeah, the case this time is Muss schmegge, muss wirke. It's a sentence from a German bodybuilder, a famous German bodybuilder, and it became pop culture in Germany, and it means it does not have to taste good, it has to work. And we will work on this case now. So, I have imported my lambdas, I have my macros aside just to show this. So, for each product, enter the nutritional value. So it's basically since we have here our ingredients in a two-dimensional way, it's a two-dimensional XLOOKUP. So look up two-dimensional. I want to have the first version. And my row value is product. Column value is the nutrition value I'm searching for. So a basic two-dimensional lookup. Now, we want to have the nutritional value for the product, but as you can see here, the nutritional value here is given in different units. So the calories and the carbohydrates and so on. So I first want to turn this table in a single gram table so that I get every value in grams. So I'm transforming this. See. And then it's equal to this divided by substitute. Here I want to substitute. Is this right? Yeah. The grams out against nothing. And since I'm doing here mathematical operation, I do not need minus minus. And here I have then everything in single gram units. Now the headers, I name this TB, so I can refer to it quicker. And then we are here. I need to watch out because now my headers are with gram and I don't want to have it in gram, but I do this manually. You could also use text before and then paste it again, but okay. Anyways, equals, because we want to have the quantity in gram of the nutritional value. So if we need this amount of carbohydrates from pecans, we need to divide by the quantity we're searching for and then do a two-dimensional lookup in TB, our table. Row are pecans and column is our nutritional value without grams, and we're good. Here you want to cook dishes, and based on the dish, based on the dish and the quantity, you want to see how much calories you get from it. And I did it in a manual way. So yeah, that's also what I will do now. So I first did that I got the code. So let C for the code, because this is like written in some sorting sort of code. I want to do an xmatch true is number search. I want to search for the dish in code. And we can also do an XLOOKUP here and then return the whole code if the dish is inside this. And we get our code here, which is then some sort of the name, then how much bananas and so on and so on. And now I want to have everything after this minus. So text after C after this minus AFD. And now I want to have it splitted. SP text split AFD. Split it into rows that you can see it. Here we have always the ingredient and how much percentage is in there. So before is the ingredient. So text before, split it and the delimiter. This will spill. I can show this in an instance. Why isn't there? Okay. I have not faced this one. Which dish is it? Where are we? Breakfast smoothie bowl. Okay. Ah, yeah, there's some sort of error here. Interesting. I've not faced this problem before. So 30, 20, 50. It sounds like that we need to use the 25. Yeah. Ah, yeah, okay, of course. No, it's Greek yogurt, 10% fat. Ah, okay. I'm an idiot. Sorry. You should not think in Excel Esports cases. Text after SP after the delimiter, and then here we get percentage. I'm not good, not good. And then quantity without gram multiplied with the percentage multiplied with x lookup of the before value in the ingredients returning the calories. And then sum, of course. Okay, yeah. Here we go. Yes. Level 3 solved. So now it's not about calories, it's also about the nutritional overall value. And we should figure out how much of each dish has of nutritional value and um, on which position it is. Therefore, I basically want to have all dishes. I do not want to have a data table yet. But let's see. Nutritional value. We have the ingredients, we have the dishes. Yeah. The sugar position. Okay. So I basically want to have all the dishes and what is in there, and then the sugar position. So I basically could map here something, and code I'm then mapping in. And here I need to do a two-dimensional lookup. in TB, returning the row value is the before, and this is the nutritional value, which is after. And then I'm mapping in all the dishes. And lambda C. Okay, a new method. Haven't thought of it before, but let's see. Yeah, we get values there. Great. And then we can haystack, haystack, and text before of the dishes. Before there's this minus, and text after the first space. And then I have a table. I can show you this. You have a table of all the dishes and the nutritional value, in this case, sugar. Is this right? Oh yeah, of course. I should not. I can erase this here. Now I have it in grams per gram of the dish, so to say. Okay, and then I sort it. Or no, let's name it first S or T for table. If is number, or first N for number, N minus minus text before point, and then if is number search least in here, then I want to have sort of the table, and if it's the least, then I want to have it as it is, but I want to sort after the second column, and I want to have index n first column, and yeah, other ways I want to have it sorted the other way around. Minus 1, 1. Okay. We got this, yes. So now I need to use data tables. And here, since my macro is using the name or the sheet case, I need to rename it. I want to create it for level 5. Okay, this hasn't worked, but I can simply copy this in. Case instructions with the snipping tool. Okay. So we want to have in total 500 calories. What is the input? Oh, or some sort of nutritional value based on 2 different dishes. and we want to know which dishes we're searching for. Okay, so I'm basically bringing in all the dishes, or first let's make this text before, text after, and I want to have this the other way around to row. And now x gram of this dish, x gram of the other dish. Goal is given here. So I need to have this formula. I'm searching this here. This is the dish one. I'm searching for this, and I want to have the column fixed. And this is the goal. And E. I'm idiotic. Of course, I want to have. This is the ingredients. Okay, I need to elaborate on this formula. Hashtag text after map. T. Let's get rid of T. Let's get rid of index stuff. What's N? N is also not necessary. Yeah. Okay, this is B. What is B? It's 0 value. Yeah, should be fine. And this is the lookup value. Is this? Yeah. Yep. Okay, I get here something for the calories multiplied with the grams here. And now I add to row of this times the uh, the other value in grams. Our goal is 500, and I flat this map, flatten two-dimensional table into columns. This ABS minus, oh, this is somewhere else, minus the 500. Oh God. No, it's E4. No, it's not E4, it's E2. Okay, here we are, and we want to have the minimum of this, so min match here, and then let M for matching this index, or no, we could also do an min lookup. Oh yes, the minimum is this. The return array is given here. Okay, min lookup is not working with 2 as an output. But we can simply do this ourselves. XLOOKUP min of this value here in this value column, returning those two values. And then we need to text join them with this sign. Cakes, whole wheat, oven vegetables. Okay. Create the data table. Column input cell is given here. We have something as a result, and our result is right. So for level 6, I also do a data table. This time it has worked with the names. I don't know why. When not with the names, with the inputs. Snipping tool again. Okay. Nutritional value, 30% from calories, 30% from carbohydrates, 40% from protein. These are the goals, nutritional values. And therefore, so fat, protein, I take this in the order it is in the table, because here it's fat, protein, carbohydrates. Right. 30%, 40%, 30%. 9.1, 4.1, 4.1. And then we need to know how much grams we should have. So 2.7 calories per gram, 1. No, that's the calories per gram. That's calories. Okay, I'm a little bit overwhelmed now. Yeah. Okay. This is something else. So here I have calories and how much calories I should get from them. Yeah. And then I should divide by the 3000. No, multiply with the 3000. No, this, I'm so idiotic. Divide this by this to know how much, and then fix it. No, something is odd. Let me think. So 30% from fat, 40% from protein, 30% from this. Okay, this means this multiplied with those calories. And this means now I'm at the solution, this divided by this is the grams of something, of nutrition I should get from those. Okay. And now I need to know how much grams from something they have. Here I'm at the daily requirements. Yeah, that's right. Now I'm there. and the amounts I want to have. Can I use some formula? Um, uh, oh, I think I need to adjust it somehow. Let's look up dish. Search for this dish here and return this multiplied with the and why do I do a look up? No, multiply this with the ingredients and those columns here. Or wonder? Um, I know something broken. Look for the dish, and this hands out based on the here. Now I'm getting there. Okay, I need to output multiple multiple rows and multiple columns. Will this output something? Oh no, value. Okay. R for result. C is the code. AFT is code. SP is the code. B is a code. A is a code. And then of course, I don't need grams here. This could be a problem. Yeah. And this is then the but it should spill. Okay, of course I don't need the sum here. And this is then what is this? Ingredients. Look up. Of course, yeah. I need to reduce it. Or haystack this. Because I can only look at once at a time. EQ and then R. Of course, I also need to use trimwirth there then and double point. Now I get those are the values for the first dish. Yes, to call. And then I can multiply this with A and use a by call sum. Sum turn R. And this is then this for the first dish, for the second dish, and for the third dish. This is then how much value is in each of those dishes, how much nutritional value is in each of those dishes. And then I used ChatGPT, you see here, also the same inputs that are currently here. And I said, okay, I want to have this table. I want to have the rated product. And ChatGPT got me a solution. I never used Minverse and MMalt before, but let's try it out. This is the table here, and this is the table here. comma in between, and a sum. And now you see, I get somehow to the same result. I don't know how, but I take it. Data table it, and we've solved level 6. Okay, if you buy 100 grams of each product, how much do you have to pay? Sum, because we have this in 100 grams, this times 100. If you cook 350 grams of each dish, how much grams of onions do you need in total? So, so text after onions and double point. Is this all? No, it can't be. Here's onions. Why doesn't this work? Text after case sensitive? It is case sensitive. I didn't knew. Anyways, and then text before the next semicolon, so a, and if not found, because we have something that is here at the end, we want to turn out a minus minus, and we have the values if error 0, and then we need to multiply 350 grams with this, and we get to a result, which is the searched result, yes. If you want to eat a different combination of 3 dishes every day, how many days will it take to eat all the combinations? Therefore is combin, we have how many dishes? 64. 64 and 3, which is 41,664. Now, bonus 4 took me some time to solve, because here all the dishes were doable. But you can't eat a negative value of one dish. And here you should find out how many dish combinations do you have where the macro goal is achievable, which means you do not have a negative amount of any dish. You cannot reverse eat, so to say. Mix 3 arrays. Here we have, these are all, but now we need to filter out every one unique, so you only eat one dish once, so not 3 times in a row creamy mushroom risotto. And we also need to sort by call, because risotto, not risotto, not risotto is the same as not risotto, 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 and not risotto. You know what I mean. Yeah, fill it in. Why does it take so long? Last time it wasn't that long to sort some few columns. Oh, this takes ages. Okay, now I only want to have the unique values. So I then can filter out everyone which is the same. Therefore, I had to sort it first. Now I have still more than 41,000 because this is, for example, also unique in this case. And therefore, I use unique by column. And I want to have the columns. And now this should be larger than 2 or equal to 3. And I can now filter those dish combinations, if this is true, which are 41,664. And I now start with those combinations in bonus fort. Now, I want to have the same distribution in protein and so on. So I think I need to bring this a little bit down. So 30 grams of fat, 30 grams of 30% of calories from fat, 30% from carbohydrates, 40% from protein. And I need to, because this was a problem before, here, percentage of calories. Therefore, you need to say, okay, I want to have not the grams. I also need to consider that each gram has a different nutritional calorie value. So I then need to say, okay, this divided by this gives me a different small value. This is a little bit larger, this also. And now I'm kind of using the formula I've used here. So bring this in. I want to have this for everything, but I need to, yeah, adjust it. So this is as it is, still value because there's nothing here. I first need to stack this somehow. And you could do this more elegant, but yeah. Okay, I need to V-stack. Okay, stack. So here we are. And we want to search for this dish. And then for the next dish. And then for the next dish. And we get that to a value, in this case negative, so it is not possible to yeah, use this. Okay, so a more intelligent formula would lead to faster calculations. Anyways, so and I then only need to count how often I have a value, a minimum value of larger than 0. Oh, yes, of course. I do not want to have sum, I want to have min. What do I want to have sum? Yeah, min of this, of course, yeah. Sorry, min of this. That was my fault. Because I'm not want to add all the weights together. I want to know which is the smallest weight because I cannot have a negative weight. %, 60, we're getting there. Also, OBS is eating resources, so my screen collection, screen software, so 82, 85, 95, 96, 100. So rows, filter this if this is larger than 0. I could have used also count if 800 and 800 is the result. Another, this time a little bit faster case, but even took me longer than half an hour, kind of with all the talking and so on. But anyways, interesting case. Thank you, Jean, for this case. And yeah, I hope you did.